Yep, that is correct, ladies and gentlemen. The Seattle Sounders, the favorite Western team that many predicted would at least reach the MLS Cup finals, has been eliminated. Let's talk about it. What is happening, MLS Nation? Football Galaxy here, and welcome back to MLS. Popped up there. Okay, there we go. We're back. Yeah, this is the show where we break down all the major topics that's been going on over the course of a week, all about Major League Soccer. This show has been presented by the MLS Gaming Discord server. It is a friendly gaming community for all gamers like me who follow or is interested or just basic fans of Major League Soccer. So if you would like to join the Discord server right now, the link will be in the description below. So join now. So yes, guys, as I posted in Twitter, if you're not following me on Twitter yet, I have posted this already. This is my first midweek show. I have because usually it's on Saturdays, and if not Saturdays, it's just basically during the weekend. But yeah, this is the first show I'm doing on a Wednesday, and the reason why I'm doing it early this week is because I'm gonna be busy for the next few days, especially tomorrow because tomorrow is Thanksgiving. But I will not be available this weekend for a show, and I'm not sure how busy I'll be next week. But next week there will be a show, next Saturday, not this Saturday, but the Saturday following this upcoming one. So rest assured there will be a show for that week. But yeah, for today, guys, so I'll be just reviewing my playoff. I'll be sharing my reactions to the MLS Cup playoff matches from yesterday, and just reviewing a few MLS news that has happened. I am by myself for today. For today's show, I'm just me. But I will try to get a guest coming in for next week's show. So rest assured. And yeah, this show will be relatively shorter because I recognize that usually long shows with just one person speaking can get boring. So I usually try to get a guest coming in for like hour-long shows. But for today, it's just gonna be a relatively short one because, like I said, there's just a few stuff to go over. So just me. So without further ado, guys, let's just dig right in and just get into our first topic for today, which, like I said, I will be just reviewing, sharing, not just reviewing, but sharing my reactions to the MLS Cup playoff matches, starting, of course, from yesterday, starting, of course, with Nashville SC defeating Orlando City SC 3-1. And guys, I gotta say, Orlando did not deserve this. I'm just gonna say that, man. Orlando did not deserve a defeat like this. Watch your boys in the chat. How you doing, bro? Welcome, my boy. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for joining. I'm just talking about right now about the match between Orlando City against Nashville SC, and yeah, like I said, Orlando did not deserve this, man. I don't care if you're a Nashville fan celebrating. I don't care if you're not a Nashville fan, but yet you were celebrating the Nashville one. All I'm saying is that Orlando did not deserve this defeat. And I know that in my MLS Cup predictions video with Brian from State of Soccer, I know that both of us, I think he predicted Orlando would win. I'm pretty sure he did. But I did. I predicted that Orlando would win, and but I did say it was gonna be. I did say in that video that this game was gonna be a tough game to predict. But I did not expect Orlando to lose this bad, man. 3-1, a hat trick of all players, bro. Of all the players of the Nashville team, a hat trick from Henny Mukhtar, the player that literally the whole league hates for some reason. They keep calling him a Penny Puktar or whatever, but they hate him even more now that he scored a hat trick against Orlando City. And I mean, I get that, I understand that, but that's the thing that I want to talk about. Why so much hate on Nashville? Like, I seriously don't get it, guys. Like, and please explain it to me. Like, what? You know, yeah, post me if you're watching live. Tell me in the live chat because I am looking for live chat. But if you're watching this after the live show, then tell me in the comments below why you hate Nashville FC. If you hate Nashville FC, tell me why. Like, I want to know why. I really do want to know why, because I am as I'm like me as a Galaxy fan. I have no problem with Nashville. Like, I seriously don't get why they hate on Nashville. Is it because they just cannot lose at home? Is it because of their tactics? Because I know Macho from the MLS Gaming Discord server, he says that he calls them the Park the Bus SC because that's what they do. They just play defensively and try to go for the draw. But I mean, since when was that a crime? Like, since when was having a tactic where you're playing defensively in trying to avoid a defeat from the opponent team? Since when is that a crime? Like, I don't remember that being a bad thing. But apparently, the whole league disapproves that and hates Nashville for it. But I don't know. Obviously the hate, more hate towards Henny Mukhtar. Um, Many people calling him an overrated player. Um, he only scores goals from penalties, if not from penalties, just from free kicks. Basically, the man is hated from the entire league. And again, I don't get why. Like I'm gonna take Orlando City for example. Let's say Orlando City was a really good team. I mean, don't. Okay, you know what? I said that came out wrong. Do not get me wrong, Orlando City fans. You are a good team. I know the defeat against Nashville was pretty tough, but you guys are still a good team. All right, you're not a bad team. You are not a bad team. You're a good team. Let me rephrase that. Let's say that Orlando was like New England or Nashville in this case, I guess, where they spent the entire season without losing a single game at home, and Nani was literally the best player, scoring goals left and right, either from penalties, free kicks, from whatever. Just their ultimate goal machine. I would not be hating on Nani. I really don't. I wouldn't be hating on Nani. Same thing goes for Nashville. I wouldn't be hating on. I'm not hating on Mukhtar. In fact, what I'm gonna say is that on the contrary, I think Mukhtar pretty much shut everyone up. Everyone who's been hating on him, he pretty much shut them up with a hat trick against Orlando. So yeah, it's just okay. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I was not going against Nashville, but I was going for Orlando. And like I said, I predicted that Orlando would get a comeback and get a win against Nashville and ruin Nashville's unbeaten home streak. Turns out that I'm wrong, and Nashville does a pretty mean one by scoring 3 goals, a hat trick against Orlando City. One of them being kind of a technical auto goal because it was a deflected. It was a deflection from a shot from Mukhtar. Deflected. It went over the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. That was a pretty cool goal, but at the end of the day, that was kind of a defensive mistake from Orlando. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, guys. Orlando did not deserve to lose this way. Not this way. And I honestly thought Orlando would actually get a win in this game. So I am disappointed, and I do feel bad for my good friend Rufo. He's an Orlando fan, Orlando City fan, so I really do feel bad for him for Orlando losing. They didn't. I'm telling you again, they did not deserve to get eliminated like this. Not just like this, but they did not deserve to get eliminated this early in the playoffs. They should have at least went to the conference semifinals. But now everyone hates Nashville for this. I mean, I don't blame them, but still, I don't hate Nashville. I just don't. Okay, I just don't. I don't hate Nashville, but everyone does, and now they're all rooting for Philadelphia, hoping that Philadelphia can defeat Nashville, the main antagonist of this league, I guess. I don't know. You know what? I'm so surprised LAFC did not get this much hate. This much hate. I'm legit surprised that LAFC never got this amount of hate as I've seen with Nashville in 2021. I can't believe it. Watch a boy in the live chat says that was tough. Yeah, it was a very tough defeat for Orlando City. And again, I do feel bad for them because I was going for them. I predicted they would win, but Nashville proved all I was wrong. So, well, yeah, that's pretty much it. They're going on to the conference semifinals and will face Philadelphia Union, which again, of course, like I said, everyone's rooting for them, hoping to get revenge for Orlando. So we'll just see what happens. In my MLS Cup predictions video with State of Soccer, I predicted that Philadelphia would reach the conference finals, and yeah, I'm sticking with that. I think Philadelphia is going to get a win against Nashville. And so then, guys, moving on then to Real Salt Lake, or technically Seattle Sounders, because they were the hosts. Seattle Sounders taking on Real Salt Lake, and this was the second big disappointment from the playoffs, guys. Because, like I said earlier in the video, everyone was predicting Seattle to at least reach the MLS Cup Finals. All of MLS media, most fans out there. Let's be real, guys. Let's be real, guys. At least one of you guys who are listening, at least predicted Seattle Sounders to reach at least the MLS Cup final. Not like possibly not win the cup, but at least reach the final. Let's be real. At least one of you guys listening at least predicted that. Um, and yeah, that includes me. That includes me. Well, actually, I predicted that Seattle would reach the conference finals with Colorado and then lose, and Colorado would reach MLS Cup final. So I predicted that Seattle would reach the Western Conference Finals. Of course, I got this wrong because let's be real, guys. None of us expected Real Salt Lake to get the upset and beat Seattle Sounders, and on top of that, on penalties. On freaking penalties. Which brings me to the question, what the heck went wrong with Seattle Sounders? Now, if you do follow me on Twitter, then you probably know that last night I was pretty much chanting, well, not chanting, but bantering on Seattle Sounders, calling them overrated, which they are. Dang, who said that? And well, yeah, I was just pretty much having my celebration because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I do hate these guys. These guys are overrated, so I'm happy that they lost. But I'm gonna put my personal bias stuff aside. Watch a boy in the live chat says it's gonna be a tough having Nashville in Western Conference. Well, to be fair, teams are not the same every year. An exception is Seattle, which is ironic of me saying that because they just got eliminated. But to be fair, Seattle has been a good team for the past few seasons, so we technically don't know if Nashville will be good next season. They might, but we don't exactly 100% know that they will be. And technically speaking, the Western Conference is different competition from the Eastern Conference. Each conference has their own competition, their own level of difficulty. So yeah, I'm just gonna say that we have yet to see whether it will be extremely tough or not even tough having Nashville in the Western Conference. So we'll just see about that. But back to the Seattle Sounders versus Russell Lake game. Again, it is time to ask the question: what the heck happened with the Seattle Sounders? Because I cannot believe that they freaking okay. One, I cannot believe that this freaking team, who has been one of the best teams in the Western Conference since day one of the 2021 season, this freaking team who's been in MLS Cup finals like for the past 5 or 6 years, okay, maybe 5 years, but this freaking team who's been one of the best teams in the whole league could not even score a single freaking goal, like even throughout extra time. That's just embarrassing, if you ask me. That's, in the words of Gordon Ramsay, that's, that's just pathetic. But it is. It is. It's just freaking pathetic. I cannot believe this. But deep down inside, I'm just laughing my butt off at Seattle because Seattle's overrated. Gosh dang it. That cough. Anyway, yeah, I just cannot believe it. I cannot believe that this team, of all teams, no one expected this. Of all teams in the Western Conference, Seattle could not even score a single freaking goal against Real Salt Lake, the team who just barely managed to qualify to the playoffs. They couldn't even score a single goal against them, and then they lose to penalties. They lose to Real Salt Lake in penalties, 6-5 to be specific. So all I can say is that I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. It's just unbelievable. But tell me your thoughts about this. Do you agree that Seattle Sounders is overrated, or do you think the game was rigged? I don't know. Tell me your comments below. If not in the live chat, then after the live show, tell me in the comments below your thoughts. Just a sec. Hold on, boys. All right, boys, we're back. I have some personal stuff that just popped up. Hello, Yuri. Welcome to live chat, live stream. Glad you can make it. So happy to have you here. And yeah, we were just talking about the Seattle Sounders losing to Real Salt Lake. A big, huge disappointment, especially the Sounders fans. But yeah, pretty much all the Sounders fans got shut up because they were because many were saying like, "Oh, we're gonna beat New England in the MLS Cup final." That did not age well. Yeah, let's just move on then to the next topic, which is reward of the year. We got some players or saving goal of the year awards that got announced. With the first one being Carlos Hill. He got today. He got named MLS Comeback Player of the Year. And according to the Elms website, it says that Carlos Hill was a driving force behind the New England Revolution's first ever Support Shield crown. And now the Spanish midfielder has earned 2021 Elms Comeback Player of the Year honors, as announced Wednesday by Major League Soccer. Hill, who had a league-leading 18 assists alongside 4 goals, sat out the majority of the shortened 2020 campaign due to an ACOS, Eichels, I'm just going to call it Eichel's injury, but the Revs captain roared back this campaign, helping his team set a new single season points record, 73 points, while also leading MLS with 117 key passes. So, yeah. I mean, those are good stats, but I'm going to tell you guys my personal opinion about this. I honestly would have liked Chicharito to win this. Watch Your Boy says, I don't agree. Yeah, because Watch Your Boy, if you guys don't know, Watch Your Boy is a Galaxy fan just like me, and yeah. Oh, he says, I feel like Chicharito should have been the comeback player of the year. Exactly, my friend. Exactly. I 100% agree with you. In my opinion, I think Chicharito deserved to get comeback player of the year. I mean, for crying out loud, I get that Carlos Hill got an injury, which took him out for like what? Well, it says here that he sat out for the majority of the shortened 2020 campaign, but it doesn't say specifically for how long. Chicharito, he took almost the entire year, man. The freaking year out of LA Galaxy playtime because he had personal issues, which I get. But then in 2021, he came out of nowhere and then started to be awesome again. He started to be the Chicharito that everyone was expecting. Yes, I know that he did get an injury during like the second half of the season and spent like almost 3 or 4 months being injured. That was painful and like painful for us Galaxy fans because since then our team started to be trash. Let's be real. Let's be real. But after his injury, he started scoring a few more goals up to the point where he reached third place for the Golden Boot. Like third place tied with a few more players, but still, he was closer to winning the Golden Boot for crying out loud. Watch Your Boy says, bro, really deserved it. Yes. Like, I don't care if Chicharito got like a 4-month injury in this season. He still made a huge comeback, bro. Had it not been for that injury, he could have won the Golden Boot. In my opinion, he could have won the Golden Boot, bro. He almost scored in almost every goal that he played. At least one goal in almost every game that he played. That man was robbed. In my opinion, Chicharito was robbed. He deserved the comeback player of the year. But well, usually MLS favors the team who's more successful. And when I was in Instagram, I saw or was it Twitter? No, I was in Twitter. When I was in Twitter, I saw a post from Ellie Lasser from This Week in MLS saying that now that Carlos Hill won the comeback player of the year, pretty much no doubt that he'll win MVP. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised because what I've seen in MLS is that they favor the most successful team. Watch Your Boy says, I knew Chicharito had to be comeback player. Bro, I thought he would be comeback player of the year as well. I so thought that. But then his injury happened. New England started to be more successful, broke the single season point record, won the Supporters Shield. Carlos Hill being their best midfielder. So at this point, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that they gave the award to him, but I still feel that Chicharito deserved it, and I don't agree with this. But that's my opinion. Tell me your thoughts in the live chat for those who are listening live or after live show. Tell me your comments. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me what you think about Carlos Hill winning Comeback Player of the Year. Tell me if you agree or disagree. And if you disagree, tell me, in your opinion, who should have won that reward. Tell me in the comments below your thoughts. Butcher Boy says, I'm really disappointed. I mean, I'm not that disappointed, but I don't agree. I just don't agree with this. I think Chicharito deserved it, but I mean, what are we gonna do? It's MLS media, typical. Moving on then to the next award, Stephen Fry winning Save of the Year. Another thing which I actually don't agree with, and because here's the thing, I saw the finalists, the 10 finalists for Save of the Year, and there was so much better saves than Stephen Fry, which, by the way, the specific one is here it is. According to the MLS website, Seattle Sounders goalkeeper Stephen Fry has claimed the 2021 MLS Save of the Year presented by Allstate award for his denial in their September 8th match at Real Salt Lake. In the 57th minute at Rio Tinto Stadium, following a pass across the penalty area from the left, Fry stoned the resulting close-range effort by Albert Rusnak as he scrambled into position. His foot save came shortly after returning from a knee injury and subsequent blood clot. Oh, dang. Okay, I guess it's understandable. I guess I can understand how that's a pretty cool, like a pretty outstanding accomplishment. But still, in my opinion, there were so much better saves than that one, and I can find it. I can find it right here, right now. Let me just go. Okay. So right now I'm looking at I think it's like 15 or 20. I don't know. I'm looking at the finalists right now of what could have been the finalists for Save of the Year. One of them being Matt Turner's save against, I think that's Philadelphia Union. Well, it doesn't say here. It doesn't give a description of which one it is, but one of them was Matt Turner's save. I believe that was Philadelphia Union. Another one is Pedro Gallesa's save against CF Montreal. And then there's another one of Sean Johnson versus FC Cincinnati where he made two saves, guys. Two saves after a rebound. How in the world is that not a winner? And then there's Jonathan Bond versus San Jose Earthquakes, where the Earthquakes made a header. Bond made the save where the ball hit the post. Then the ball comes back to the Earthquakes player after hitting the upper post. He makes a shot and Bond saves the ball again. He makes the save again after that rebound. And that rebound, I'm seeing this again. Hold on. That rebound, like those two shots, was within 3 seconds. Within 3 seconds, there was two shots made, both saved from Jonathan Bond. How in the world is neither the save from Bond or from Sean Johnson versus FC Cincinnati? How in the world are those two not the winners, in my opinion? And maybe not even those two. Maybe another one. Maybe another one. Like there was here's another one. This is from Eloy Room for Columbus Crew. They were playing against Nashville SC. It was a free kick from Henny Mukhtar, and when Mukhtar shot it, I can't tell really well if that was a deflection, but the ball made it through the wall. It was about to go into the into the bottom left corner of the goal, and Eloy Room managed to save it. Oh no, that was not deflection. It went right through the wall, and Eloy Room managed to save it, even with all the players blocked, like in front of him, blocking the view. That was an impressive save. That was a great save, and yet they replaced it with this really like not even like amazing save. Like I get that it can be a finalist, but you got to be kidding me, MLS. Watch a Boy says, I don't think Bond's save isn't the winner. Well, in my opinion, it should have been at least in the top three. At the very least in the top three. Let me go see. Okay, so Watch a Boy's going to go see the finalists. Yeah, I'm just going to move on to the next topic because, yeah, I personally do not agree. I do not agree with Stephen Fry's save against RSL Save of the Year. But that's just my opinion. Tell me in the live chat what you guys think. For those who are listening, watching live, or if you're listening, watching after the live show, tell me in the comments below what you guys think about Stephen Fry's save against RSL as Save of the Year. Tell me if you agree or disagree. If you disagree, tell me in the comments below why. And I would like to know, in your opinion, if you disagree, which save should have been save of the year. Tell me in the comments below. Moving on then to the next award, which is Rubio Rubin's goal of the year, which I believe was against San Jose Earthquakes, and it is so. Real Salt Lake's Rubio Rubin wins 2021 AT&T MLS Goal of the Year fan vote. So this was from the fans, voted by the fans, and I gotta say I don't agree with this either. Like I this is a great goal. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to deny that this was a great golazo from Rubio Rubin, but I feel like there was better goals that should have been at least in the top five. In fact, like bro, for crying out loud, Graham Zuzi's goal against against Vancouver Whitecaps and the MLS Cup playoffs, that was a freaking cannonball of a goal, a freaking banger. And then let's not forget Glesner's goal against the New York Red Bulls in the MLS Cup playoffs again. Like, how is that not also one of the finalists, or at least in the top five? Like, you got to be kidding me. So it says here that get on your bike. Yep, that's what it says on the website. Real Salt Lake forward Rubio Rubin has won Goal of the Year award for his eye-popping overhead kick against the San Jose Earthquakes on May 7th. Major League Soccer announced Tuesday. Rubin's strike came in the 43rd minute of the contest at Rio Tinto Stadium as he took a controlling touch with his chest, then launched a right-footed bicycle kick that left San Jose goalkeeper J.T. Marcinkowski with no chance. And yeah, I looked at the goal, and it's a good goal, but I just feel like there was other goals that should have at least won. And I'm going to give you guys examples. For example, and actually, you know what? This is the perfect example. Because in my opinion, this goal should have won Goal of the Year. Like I said earlier, that there was other goals that were better, but this definitive one, in my opinion, should have won Goal of the Year without a single doubt. And it's Deron Asprilla's goal for the Portland Timbers against the San Jose Earthquakes when the goalkeeper catches the ball and Asprilla literally bumps right in front of him, causing the goalkeeper to drop the ball. Asprilla chases after the ball. He kicks the ball up, and then as the ball is up in the air, he makes a freaking bicycle kick out of the penalty box, and the ball goes right into the freaking goal. He pretty much did a Zlatan Ibrahimovic versus England goal, that famous Ibrahimovic goal with Sweden versus England. It wasn't that far because Ibrahimovic scored it from a huge distance. It wasn't that far, but it was very similar. It was right out of the penalty box, and he did it the exact same way, basically. He did it the exact same way as Ibrahimovic did against England. In my opinion, that should have been Goal of the Year, without a single doubt. Without a single doubt. Like, I can see more goals. Like, I mentioned the Graham Zuzi goal versus Vancouver Whitecaps. I mentioned Glesner's goal versus New York Red Bulls. But this one, in my opinion, should have been Goal of the Year. In my opinion, that should have been Goal of the Year. But what are we going to do? MLS media, typical. Watcher Boy says, Asprilla definitely deserves it. Bro, thank you. But thank you. I still cannot believe they didn't give the Goal of the Year to Asprilla. Like, are you kidding me? But whatever. We're just moving on. Moving on then to our next topic, boys. Now we're going to enter the transfer news. And the rumors earlier, which I mentioned in the previous, I think in two shows. Well, I think, no, it was the last one. In the last previous show of MLS Madness, the rumor has come true. Toronto FC has hired Bob Bradley as head coach and sporting director. This is coming to us from the MLS website. Toronto FC has appointed Bob Bradley as head coach and sporting director, the club announced on Wednesday. Bradley, who left LAFC after 4 years in charge last week, takes over as head coach following Toronto's decision not to continue with Javier Perez. Also this week, the club announced a parting of ways with general manager Ali Curtis. And this is a quote from Toronto FC president Bill Manning in a team release. We are excited for Bob to get to work. We are entering an extremely important offseason and know we have a team that needs a significant makeover. And yes, that is true. Bob has experience putting teams together and in getting them to perform at a high level. He understands the expectations and standards of TFC and is ready to take on this challenge. So, in my opinion, guys, I think this is a win. In my opinion, this is a win for Toronto FC. I know in the last show I said that I can see Bob Bradley as manager of Chicago Fire, but yeah, I, I don't disagree with this. I think this is a pretty good job from Toronto FC, um, hiring Bob Bradley's manager. Yuri says in the live chat, gotta go watch the quarterfinals with the fam. Good night, peeps. Okay, thank you, Yuri. Thank you so much for coming. Um, yeah, I think it's a pretty good move for Toronto FC getting Bob Bradley, and hopefully now with Bob Bradley's manager, hopefully Toronto FC can get back in their winning ways like they were back in 2017 and 2018. But if you guys don't know yet, fun fact: this is gonna be the first time Bob Bradley is gonna be managing his son since 2005. Because let's go back and take a quick look. Let's just go back to memory lane. So Bob Bradley, he started his MLS managing career with DC United in 1996 through 1997. He was an assistant coach for DC United. Then in 1997, he became head coach for the first time in MLS with the Chicago Fire from 1997 to 2002. So he has managed Chicago Fire once. I really think he could have done it again. I really think Bob Bradley, in my opinion, was the perfect coach for Chicago, but Toronto FC pretty much got him first. Then in 2002, he joined the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars before this was the team before they rebranded to New York Red Bulls. He managed them for 3 seasons from 2002 to 2005. And here's the fun fact. From this era is where he managed his own son, Michael Bradley, because Michael Bradley, he was playing for MLS, and this was his first team in MLS as well. He started his senior career with the Metro Stars in 2004 until 2005. And in 2005 was when both the Bradleys left the Metro Stars, because Bob Bradley left for Chivas USA in 2005, and Michael Bradley left for Heerenveen in 2006. So Bob Bradley managed Chivas USA from 2005 to 2006. Then the USMNT U23 under 23 team from 2006 to 2007, and then the USMNT, like the main USMNT team, from 06 to 2011. And then this is the weird part. He managed Egypt. Yeah, that's right. He was the manager of Egypt from 2011 to 2013 for 3 years, for 3 years. And then Staybeck, I have no idea how to pronounce that team. Staybeck from 2014 to 2015, so just a season. Then Le Havre, whatever, from 2015 to 2016. So he's pretty much been manager for many teams for just a season or two. And then Swansea City for 2016, just for a season. And then he joined LAFC in 2017 until 2021, of course. Well, now he will be joining Toronto FC for the first time, but returning to manage his son for the second time with Michael Bradley with Toronto FC. So what are your thoughts, guys, on Bob Bradley joining Toronto FC for the first time? It kind of feels like he's returning back for some reason, but he has never managed Toronto FC. This is his first time, but this will be the second time where he will manage his son, Michael Bradley. This is the second team he has managed his son in a club for the second time. The first time being the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars. So tell me, guys, in the live chat, what are your guys' opinions about Bob Bradley joining Toronto FC? And for those who are watching after the live show, tell me in the comments below what you guys think of Bob Bradley joining Toronto FC. Do you guys think this is a good move or a bad move? Do you expect Toronto FC to finally get back in their winning ways? Do you think Bob Bradley will do a good job with Toronto FC? Tell me all your thoughts in the comments below. Moving then on to our next manager signing news. This is Ezra Hendrickson joining Chicago FC as their new head coach. This is once again coming to us from the MLS website. The Chicago Fire have named Ezra Hendrickson head coach, the club announced Wednesday. They're the second MLS club to make official their coaching hire this offseason, following Toronto FC's appointment of Bob Bradley. So far in the offseason, only two clubs have signed new managers: Toronto FC and Chicago Fire. Hendrickson had been an assistant with Columbus Crew since 2019. He previously was an assistant with the LA Galaxy, which I did not know actually, and Seattle Sounders, working with highly respected coaches like Ziggy Smith, rest in peace, Brian Schmetzer, and Kelly Porter along the way. That's pretty cool. And this is a direct quote from him. I am immensely proud and humbled to be named the head coach of Chicago Fire FC. There are many people to thank. Firstly, I'm grateful to our owner, Joe Mansueto, for this incredible opportunity. It's a responsibility that I do not take lightly. George Hates, Sebastian Pelzer, and Eddie Rock have also been supportive throughout this process, and I am excited to work alongside them as colleagues. We must be a team in order to achieve our goals. So, just a quick fun fact about Ezra Hendrickson. Let's just go back to his managerial career. From what it looks like, this is going to be his first time being head manager of an MLS team because he first began his managerial career in 2009 with Seattle Sounders as an assist until 2014. So he was with the Seattle Sounders for a good long time. Then in 2014, he became head manager of Seattle Sounders FC2 until 2018. And then in 2015, this is okay. This is weird. In 2015, he was the assistant coach for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool actually. So he was an assistant coach for a national team. Then in 2018, he was with us, the LA Galaxy, as assistant coach. I actually do not remember that. I never heard of this guy until now, actually. Excuse me. Then in 2019, he joined the Columbus Crew. He was also an assistant coach until 2021, of course, with now joining Chicago Fire. So, like I said earlier, this is his first time being head coach of an MLS team in his career. So, kind of cool, I guess. But that's the thing. When it comes to having managers, head coach who have previously been assistants and not really head managers, that's kind of a risk a little bit. But I don't know. Maybe it is a good move. Maybe it isn't. I'm not really a Chicago Fire fan, but tell me guys below in the comments. What are your thoughts on this? In my opinion, I'm still in the Bob Bradley train. I still feel that Bob Bradley should have been coach of Chicago Fire, but obviously that didn't happen. But I just hope for the best for Chicago because I really do think that they deserve to be back in their winning ways. It's about time that Chicago Fire should get back into the top in the Eastern Conference. The question is, will that happen with Ezra Hendrickson as manager? We're yet to see that. But you guys tell me in the comments below what you guys think of Ezra Hendrickson being the first, being joining Chicago Fire as head coach for the first time in his managerial career. Tell me your thoughts, whether this is a good move or a bad move from Chicago Fire. And yeah, do you guys expect Chicago Fire to do good now with Ezra Hendrickson, or do you guys think they will just be continuing their pretty poor form for the next season? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Moving then on to our next transfer news, which is DC United signing uh, Guasao. I'm just going to call him that. Guasao Samake from ASEC Mimosas. I think I've heard of that team, but I'm not sure where that's from. But this is coming to us from DC United's main website. DC United have acquired defender Gausa Samake from ASEC Mimosas in the Ivory Coast. Oh, okay, that's where this is from. On a 2-year contract through 2023, with options in 2024 and 2025, pending receipt of his P1 visa and ITC, which stands for International Transfer Certificate. Samake spent the 2021 season on loan with the Black and Reds United Soccer League USL Championship affiliate side, London United FC. Oh, okay, so he's being promoted to the main team now. That's pretty cool. So this is a quote coming from Lucy Rushton, who is the DC United general manager, says, Samake impressed us in his first season with London United, and we're expected to add him to the DC United roster ahead of the 2022 season. He worked closely with our first team in training throughout 2021, and his athleticism, pace, and ability on the ball will be an effective addition to Losada's system. Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't follow DC United, and I have never heard of this guy before. But what do you guys think about this guy? I mean, I've never seen him play, so I really don't know much about this guy. But in my opinion, I think it's a good thing. United is adding more players to their roster because, in my opinion, for crying out loud, there's a team who's won the second most MLS Cups of any team. First being us, of course, your LA Galaxy. But DC United is one of those teams who should regain their winning ways. Like they got to build their own dynasty again. So I think that DC United should acquire more moves, more players, in my opinion. Maybe dump the players that are not doing as good and get more players, get new players, like Samake, for example. So yeah, but tell me your guys' thoughts on the comments below. Whether you, especially DC United fans, DC United fans who are watching, tell me your opinion and your thoughts. Whether you like this guy or you don't, or you think this is a great addition to the team, to the defense. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. And moving on now then to our final report for today, boys. Gaming news now. LAFC signing Savvy Panda. I believe this is their first EMLS signing since Remy Martin left the club. So this is coming to us from the LAFC website. LAFC announced today the signing of elite gamer Alan Vu to represent the Black and Gold in MLS for the 2022 season. Vu, who plays under the gamer tag Savvy Panda, will join LAFC after completing a career best year competition, which saw him finish fifth in the overall FIFA rankings and fourth in North America after the 2021 FIFA playoffs. That is awesome. Holy cow, dude. Fifth in the overall FIFA rankings and fourth in North America. I'm telling you guys, these clubs, these MLS clubs, are signing real awesome pro players for their esports teams for FIFA. And this is a direct quote from Alan Vu. He says that I'm honored and proud to be able to represent a great organization like LAFC in EMLS. I've dreamt of this moment my whole life, and for it to finally become a reality feels surreal and amazing. And it says here that originally from San Diego, Vu lives in Clovis, California, where he works full time as a registered nurse. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. This will be Vu's first ever professional gaming contract. That's pretty cool. This is actually really cool, guys. And also says here that Vu is set to represent LAFC as the club enters its third season in EMLS competition. Vu will practice and compete in the custom-built LAFC's McDonald's streaming lab located in downtown Los Angeles. That's pretty cool. So I believe this is the second EMLS signing that LAFC has done, with the first being, I believe, Remy Martin. I could be wrong, but yeah. So I think this is the second EMLS signing, and I think this is a great signing. Like now that I know more about Alan Vu, I'm really happy for him. Congratulations to Alan Vu. If you're watching, congratulations, bro. You totally deserve this, and I am really happy for you. This is a great signing for LAFC, and I'm really looking forward to see how he will do for EMLS in the 2022 season. Again, still has not been announced, but as soon as it does, it will be showed in the MLS Madness show. And well then, guys, that is it. We reached the final of today's show, and I think it did take long, but I do apologize if it did take long, but I mean, I just love doing podcasts. I've been doing podcasts for a while. I mean, they haven't been successful, but this is not the first time I'm doing a podcast. And yeah, I enjoy doing podcasts, and so far from the views, it's been pretty successful. So I'm pretty happy with this podcast, and I hope you guys have been enjoying this podcast too, as much as I have. And well then, guys, again, that we have come to the end to today's episode. If you guys did enjoy it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get more MLS Madness content, and follow me on Twitter so you can get the latest updates of when the next episode will be. My Twitter is at FootballGalaxy17. The link to it will be in the description below as well. And yeah, so I'm still yet to announce when the next show will be, because it will not be for this weekend, but possibly the next weekend. So possibly for maybe by December 4th or December 5th. Oh, maybe between those 2 days, maybe even December 3rd. Between December 3rd and December 5th will be the next show. That is guaranteed. And I will, of course, update you guys later through my Twitter. Again, my Twitter is at FootballGalaxy17. The link is in the description below. And yeah, until then, guys, again, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Join the MLS Gaming Discord server. The link is also in the description below, so we can talk all about MLS and about gaming. And until then, again, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Subscribe so you can be the latest to be and to hear and to listen to the latest and most recent MLS Madness show. Until then, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and have yourselves a great Galaxy night.